From Divine Sistar of the Light Devyani sing, Isis channelings. Cycles of manifestations are upon us as the wheels of fortune turn once again. The energies of transformation and manifestation are very palpable now, even though the Samhain gateway of death, transformation, and rebirth has just opened in the Northern Hemisphere, November 7th, Solar Samhain, through November 13th, Lunar Samhain. In truth, we have been in the underworld of death and transformation since June and July, when Saturn, followed by Venus, began their retrograde journey and were subsequently followed by 7 planets in retrograde at one point of time, and then an intense eclipse period, along with the shift of nodes. Periods of mega endings, purifications, and unraveling, such as the past few months, are of course uncomfortable, ungrounding, and chaotic, but the silver lining is that they are actually setting the stage for mega shifts, transformations, and manifestations of our dreams and desires in our reality. It is during this period of death and unraveling that the universe tests our courage, faith, and trust in the universe, but most of all, our belief in our own intrinsic worth as a soul incarnated here for a reason and purpose, and our commitment to our own truth, irrespective of the curveballs the universe might be throwing our way. For based on your courage, positivity, faith, trust, belief, and your commitment to view every trial as a sacred moment of learning, liberation, and mastery, as opposed to resigning to victimhood, the universe decides what level of the evolution and ascension spiral your soul is ready to be promoted to. The rebirth, the intentions begin manifesting into reality. This shift began with the lunar eclipse in Taurus, October 28th, as the dreams and intentions were nurtured with courage and faith while we trudged through the treacherous paths of our karmic and dharma laid out for us, began to anchor and ground into our reality. These are potent times indeed, for the node shifting along the Aries-Libra axis is so crucial as it pushes us to reclaim our self-worth and esteem, power, confidence, courage, and most importantly, joy. For it is the very lack of these qualities that keep us bound to situations that do not honor or serve us, and thus prevent the manifestations of our closely held desires and intentions. Venus and Mars, representative of the divine feminine and masculine, along with Saturn, Lord of Karma, have been key players the past few months as past life trauma, debts, and soul lessons came up to the fore for redemption and completion. Soulmates and past life connections have had to take it on the chin, and it hasn't been pretty. But the wheels of fortune are turning once again, and it's time to greet the light at the end of the tunnel. Venus Inanna moves into Libra, emphasis on relationships, on November 8th, and she reaches the gate of communication at the throat chakra on her shamanic journey as the morning star, as she conjuncts the waning moon in the pre-dawn sky on November 9th. It is here that we get cosmic assistance, especially in sacred union contracts and soul path and purpose connections that have been tossed about ruthlessly in tsunamis of emotions the past few months to reach their highest potential and goal, final dissolution or union, and new associations aligned with soul purpose. For Venus Inanna at the gate of communication surrenders her lapis lazuli necklace, symbolizing the release of all the hurt, abandonment, rejection, woundings, judgments that manifest as a lump in our throat, making us incapable of speaking our truth, for only then can we show up as our most authentic selves. The cycles of manifestations and magic are here and will only intensify as we approach the 11:11 gateway and the Scorpio new moon on November 12th, 13th, Lunar Samhain, which is New Year, Scorpio new moon of transformation and birth of the Phoenix, Diwali, Hindu New Year, Festival of Lights. It requires you to show up as your most authentic self with truth, courage, belief, and self-worth, and confidence to uphold, defend, and act upon what your heart truly desires. And light and grace and joy be the change you want to see. Sake Na from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com.